Hi, my name is Will and welcome to the drum room sessions for today. We have a band in today called Paspalum. How are you guys?
Very well, good, thanks.
Good. Would you guys introduce yourselves and the instruments you play, etc., etc.?
Craig, I play the guitar and sing sometimes.
I'm Anthony and I play drums.
Quite a strange turn of events. Craig walked in a moment ago and we recognised each other from like 20 years ago. We both worked at Village 8 in Manukau.
Woo!
So that was pretty trippy, eh?
It was actually. Yeah, no, I thought that I recognised you, but I was like, it just can't be him.
No.
But,
It's been a long
how's
time.
it going, man?
It's good, man. Good.
It's freaky.
So you guys recorded an album called Supernatural Systems. It's a 9-track album and it's on Bandcamp. That was on the 8th of the 8th, 1918.
Yeah, 1988.
2018. And you said that you did it at 8:08 in the morning?
Yeah, just because I could. I saw the opportunity and I was like, well, why not?
Tell me about like the music you write, the type of music that you play.
It's just, I mean, it's riffs. It's always been about riffs for me. Yeah, I just really love the passing time with these little musical themes.
You termed it as like a triple post-rock
Sure.
instrumental music. So could you define your sound for anybody who hasn't really heard it?
There's not as many of the kind of maybe not as many of the signposts, like the genre signposts. I don't know, it's kind of grungy metal.
Sort of like sludgy stoner rock in some respects.
I resisted for years about down-tuning in a way. It used to be my mode of operation was I wanted to be as heavy as possible in regular tuning,
What do you tune to now?
B.
B.
Yeah, just really like it. I really like the tonality of the guitar tuned down to B. It's not a 7-string, so it's just like,
6-string.
Yeah, obviously, as everyone knows, I mean, you can play stuff down tuned and it does actually sound heavier. But yeah, I'm really enjoying it after many years of kind of saying I'm not going to down tune. Now it's like, oh yeah,
Purist.
oh yeah, down on the B.
You guys have been around for approximately how long?
46 years or something.
No, 46
Yeah,
years.
I've been on the scene
on the planet.
Yeah, what was it,
For a
45?
while, yeah.
The band itself, though. How
Oh,
long?
Yeah, man, it's
5 or 6 years.
yeah, we kind of, well, we used to be like photonic.
Yeah.
I was the guitar and Anthony was the drums in photonic for many years, and it's just kind of flowed into this, now down tuning, so it's kind of shifted the sound.
Yeah, we just sort of started jamming again, and it just, without even knowing we sort of started a band, we just was like, hey, we'll keep doing this, and and that's sort of how it sort of eventuated. Yeah.
Where did you record the 9-track album?
Black Door Studio?
A friend of ours, Nick Cunningham, he's got a small studio called Black Door, and we recorded there for like 2 days in haste, sort of thing.
It was just recorded live, yeah?
Yeah,
basically,
pretty much.
Yeah. We sort of really only had went in with like, oh, we're going to do 3 or 4 songs, and then it ended up being turning into 9-10 songs.
So like some of the songs you just played on the spot. You just
basically, yeah. But that's how we sort of like to we like that sort of moment, we're capturing that sort of spontaneity, sort of jamming.
You mentioned that quite often, like you try to play a riff as much as possible. So like a lot of your songs like quite sort of monotonal as far as the riffs go. Is it kind of like the same riff for a lot of the song?
Nah, it's just like I don't tend to push it that hard. They change quite a lot. It's I don't know. There's an element of progression in there. So yeah, it's just bits and pieces from all the stuff that I've always liked.
So when you're playing live, do you tend to stick to the recorded song, or do you go off on tangents and kind of jam it a bit, or
yeah,
feel
bit of
stuff
both,
out?
man. Like there's parts. There's definitely more. There's parts in songs that are more conducive to kind of just freeing up. But that's that's where it's really all grounded and is just is totally in jamming. Is like, and I record everything we do, and then I listen back or whatever. If if I hadn't bought a riff to it, if a riff comes about during jamming, hopefully I will have captured it, and if it's good, it might become a song or part of a song.
You mentioned that you had gigs coming up near the end of the year. I guess it is almost the end of the
we've
year
got
anyway.
2 gigs. One's at the Wine Cellar on the 23rd of November. Yeah,
Nice.
and we've got another one on the 15th of December at the Thirsty Dog.
I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, we haven't played a gig since...
Was it the Ginzers and the Steak Knives and...
yeah, we did. That was
Yeah, that
back
was-
at the Lucha Lounge.
That's right, yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
that
man.
was a while back.
It was a while
The
back.
Lucha's gone now.
And we ended up, playing for like
Cool venue.
about 12 minutes or something. We played like the coolest, shortest first band set ever. It's like, oh, the first band's playing for too long. It's like, not us, man. We're fucking...
12 minutes.
yeah.
Setup time was that longer than you said.
Oh, it's only a 2-piece, man.
What do you do apart from music? I mean, what other hobbies and other activities do you get into?
I'm a father, so I don't get too
Oh, you're a
much.
dad now.
Yeah, man. I've got a daughter, so yeah, it's kind of definitely kind of brings on another stage of life. Kind of. So yeah,
And how old's your daughter now?
6-year-old daughter, which is a lot of action, running around.
Noisy, messy.
Yeah, it just evolves into another kind of style of noise and mess. Yeah. Yeah, man, the noise and
Just
mess.
like
I don't think
us.
it ever stops. Yeah, totally. I don't think noise and mess has ever stopped with me. Yeah.
What about you, man?
Really don't have much time for anything else apart from music, so just busy with bands and playing drums.
How many bands are you in?
3, yeah.
It's weird, eh? Drummers always seem to be in like a
Yeah.
bunch of bands. I'm in 3 or 4 bands. as
Oh,
well.
right, yeah.
Do you do anything else musically apart from Paspalum?
Not really. I mean, I'm still like Photonic is kind of still going. It basically became a kind of a solo act for a while.
Is the music similar?
It is a little bit. In fact, there's been a little bit of overlap. Like I always said kind of to myself that I wouldn't kind of, I wouldn't cross the streams, but I did. We've ended up playing a couple of songs that were written for Photonic. They were Photonic songs, and a couple of them sounded really good as Paspalum songs. And I was like, Psh, we're not going to play these songs. They sound great. So, yeah.
What's the future for the band, do you think? Are you going to sort of, do you have plans to do more recording next year?
Yeah, we do. Possibly another recording by the end of the year. We're definitely keen to do that. Releasing it to Bandcamp. We've sort of talked about a physical format for the album, but we're just
Yeah.
sort of talking about it at the moment.
Like a CD or like a memory stick? Or
Vinyl.
Vinyl?
Yeah. But we're,
It's
like
an
I said, we're just
expensive undertaking.
we're talking about it. So
Well, in a
we'll
way,
see how
it's
we go.
like, yeah. Should we pump funds towards making a
Yeah.
record or doing more recording? It's
Yeah.
like, should
Wow.
we push this recording? I don't know. I mean, I've been like business illiterate basically throughout this whole thing, and it is a bit embarrassing, but yeah.
All right, well, thanks very much for coming in to see me today.
Yeah,
And
cool,
it
thanks,
was
man.
awesome to catch up again.
Yeah, man, good to see you.
It's only been 20 years.
Yeah,
Have to come around for a barbecue.
freaky.
Cool.
Good
All right.
on you, man.
Well,
Thank
thanks.
you.
Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. You want to say goodbye to the people?
Have a listen to Paspalum.